Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Well, this is the new battery box with the correct measurements to fit in the new batteries. So the old battery box that I had made out of phenolic ply, that is going to be repurposed for the separate battery box for the starter battery. I think I know what I'm doing. So this is, and also this is a little bit more substantial than the last one because it's got 4 batteries in it. I think this is kind of built a bit more sturdy. I've got to put the feet on it, and then Paul's going to come around a little bit and do the necessary welding to put the angle iron in to kind of secure this in place. That's all it needs, just to kind of stop it rocking around. Because obviously when this is filled with batteries, it weighs, you know, 100 kilos, something like that. And if the boat were to list, or if there's anything to happen in a lock, the sheer weight of this box could easily slide around. So the rubber feet on the bottom will help it get a bit of grip and also stop any vibrations going through the engine into the battery box. But the angle iron is important to make sure that this is well secured. The plan is going to be that the main leisure battery box is going to occupy that space there, and the starter battery box is going to sit on the swim here, so I can put the battery in and out through that step. The 2 battery boxes do need to be fairly close because they've got to have a split charger going between them, so it takes the charge off the alternator. Talking of which, here's the alternator, and you can see it's been pushed out of line. So I don't know if that's been whacked or anything, but what I'm going to have to do is take it off this bracket here and realign it, push it back this way a little bit. Obviously I need to change the alternator anyway, and this belt needs to be changed. You'll see there are 2 pulleys, so I'm going to see if I can do it in a way that I can occupy that second pulley, or utilise that second pulley. Paul said it would be a lot easier for him if I was to move the boat to the wharf for him to do the welding for the brackets for the battery box. So I'm just untying the ropes and then we'll get going. Right, we're off. First check of the gear lever. Oh, we're in forwards. And disconnected the bow. Okay, forwards. Forwards worked all right. I don't know if reverse is going in. Yeah, it was.
James, you're not fast on that.
Sorry?
You're not fast, so just tie that off.
Yeah.
Days and nights of live music, daytime activities, pool parties, silent discos, and loads more. No tents, no queuing for taxis, just non-stop fun.
On the side of the battery box here, we've welded on 2 brackets, which I can then just bolt through the battery box. I've got 2 on this side, and I've got 1 on that side. And it means, obviously it's wedged in place there, so it can't move at all. So I'm now going to disassemble it, take it apart, and black those bits of timber, and then put it back together tomorrow. This is quite a nice task to do this time of the evening. Just putting the blacking on all of this battery box timber, and then I'll put the isolator switch in and the fuse and everything like that. I'll do that tomorrow once this is all dried off and everything. So I've got a few boards of this to do, so I'll crack on with this, and then I've got to do some more painting inside. That's the plan. But it's nice being here by the wharf. This is I'll hopefully be here all weekend, which will be really useful because tomorrow I need to pick up my solar panels, and it would be really easy to have them here. Well, that's the 4 bits of the battery box already blacked. The actual base of it is phenolic ply, so that doesn't need it, and so's the lid. So it's only the sides that need it. So they'll be dry for tomorrow, and then I can put the isolator switch back on. Ringo, that was not good. Now I need to start in the galley. You'll see I've already started, just do 1 bit there. I've got to take the door off, and I can't really be bothered to do that now, so I might do those 2 doors tomorrow and do the drawers now. I think that'll be the plan. That's only 1 coat of undercoat, but that's starting to look a lot better. So I think I've made the right choice with that. Don't know what colour to do them in yet, but this is the base coat. I've gone over that hatch again, and I've also gone over that hatch again. And it's made me think, obviously I'm going to have the locks, bottoms and tops on these, but I'm going to have to decorate them in some way. I haven't really got any ideas yet. I'm not sure about a pattern. I think I might just have a block of colour, but then when it's open it needs to work on the outside of the boat. So I'm tempted to do the outer bit in cream and the inner bit in green, so when it's open it kind of works well with the boat. Or Manchester red and cream, that would also work. And on this hatch here, because of its proximity to the dinette, I'm thinking of just in the middle bits here, drawing a tube style map of the Grand Union, starting from London there, or shall I say ending in London there, and kind of weaving its way up to, I don't know, Berkhamsted there, and then starting getting Berkhamsted there and weaving its way up to Birmingham there. Because essentially that's going to be the only patch I'm going to be doing. That's the Grand Union. I quite like the idea of that. Well, it may have looked like I was not very comfortable on the deck earlier. There was just a lot of stuff around because Paul had been on the boat earlier, so all the boards were up, so it's kind of a bit chaotic. But the gear lever change works really well. Once it's got a gear knob on the top of it, it'll be slightly easier to grab hold of and will sit slightly higher up. But the actual throw of it is a piece of cake. The rudder's slightly easier now, so once I get a tiller extension on it, will make it much better. But yeah, it was nice. I might take it out. I don't know, I should do. But I've got so much work to do, so I can't really. I'm just carrying on really just doing some more painting tonight. I'm doing a galley, and I've got to do some filling in the bedroom and do some painting in there. So that wasn't on the list of things to do, but kind of needs to be done. But battery box was on the list of things to be done, and that's nearly finished now. So once it's painted tomorrow, I'll put it back together, put it in, put the batteries in it, and then basically put the battery cables together, put the fuse in, run it into the fuse box, chuck the solar on the roof, and then plug it all together. It should be fine. Solar, so tomorrow I've got to go and pick up the solar panels. I've chosen the ones I'm getting. They're pretty massive, and I've chosen to get 3 of them. I think a few people suggested on the last one the solar charger can take it, so I might as well go for 3 massive panels. But obviously the most of the cost, or pretty much most of the cost of solar, is in getting the delivery up here. So I'm choosing to save a bit of money and go and pick them up. But I've measured the car, and obviously it won't fit in the Fiesta, so I'm going to borrow my mum's car. But I've measured them like a million times, and it's just, well, not the panel, but the car. It's just so hard to gauge. So it's going to be really, really touch and go whether they fit in or not. But I hope they do. Otherwise, it's kind of a 200 quid delivery charge. So I'd rather not have to do that. So yeah, that'll be the plan tomorrow. Get the solar on the roof. So again, having the boat here on the jetty is really good at the wharf, because it means I can basically park the car there and then carry the panels down. I've got a guy who's done me a really good deal on the panels, so I've got to go to Harlow to pick them up. But obviously I've got to get the car first. So that'll be the plan for tomorrow. Basically, solar is the name of the game. So yeah, a bit more painting tonight, and then I'll do that. Ringo has now gone back to his boat, so he's now all the way down there. But he's now kind of, I don't know how many weeks old is he? 10 weeks old or something? 15 weeks old or something? So Nick says that he's kind of a bit more au fait with walking around the wharf and spending time on other people's boats. So no, I don't have a cat. It was nice to have him on board, but I've got enough going on without having to look after another creature. So yeah, I'll leave that alone. But thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.